Right after school, I just try to run to the gym so I can climb. It's a dangerous sport, but the only thing that I'm afraid of is not being able to get to the top. With climbing, I don't think that it really matters with how big you are. If you're smaller, you can hold on longer, and your hands might be smaller so you can fit more fingers on holds. I started climbing in Central Park when I was 6 years old. Now I don't think I can live without it. When you're close to the top of the climb you're trying to do, your forearms usually feel like they're gonna explode and they're gonna burst open, and you feel like you have to let go. But with climbing, you just can't let go. I think that climbing it's obviously a sport, but it's also like a dance. You sort of have to be able to flow up the wall and come up with your own technique to get to the top. I think people are shocked if I do something that they can't do or something, because I'm still really young and I'm a girl. So doing something that even if a guy can't do is pretty special.
Other people would laugh at me. In fact, all my friends say, we worry about you, Dilys, And even coming up this weekend, somebody said, oh, now be careful. I think that's ridiculous. What a better way to die, having fun.
I am a world record holder for being the oldest woman skydiver in the world.
I think if there's only one way, it's down. So even if I've got slight absent-mindedness, I'll be all right. I don't worry that my carpet is rather threadbare and old, as long as I'm skydiving. But I do get scared. I used to be so scared that I would drive the car up to the drop zone and think, I could go back. I don't have to stay here. But I knew if I went away, I'd never come back again. So the ecstasy was more than the fear. The first time I jumped out of an aeroplane, I thought I was going to die. And as I fell, I thought, what a mistake, this is death. I can remember it now. And then the next second I thought, oh, I'm flying. Skydiving gives you the most intense, wonderful feeling. People come down from a tandem jump and they all say, it's better than sex. Take that the way you like it, but it is. I think sometimes we get pulled down by fear, we get pulled down by necessity of work, and it's a mistake. But having done the skydive, I learned courage. I learned to go. And that has been the biggest turning point in my life. And I think the courage has helped me to run a charity which from scratch is very difficult. They say most charities fail after 3 years. And I knew that I had a programme that affected for the good very profoundly disabled people and made them really much happier. And that thrills me. I believe we all have a purpose in life, and I believe the Touch Trust is my purpose. I don't have much time to think about the past. I'm so busy in the present and just going into the future that the past recedes, and I am enjoying so much these days remembering the past, remembering even the difficult times, but seeing how they all fell into a pattern, which now I'm glad of. You're a bird for 50 seconds, and imagine You can go to 140 miles an hour, you can do a barrel roll, you can flick, you can move here, you can move there, you can join up with people. It is unbelievably wonderful. I won't stop till I know it's not safe. But for now, I'm safe and I can do it, and I will do it for as long as I can.
I think it's fun making passwords. I mean, I don't like to do it from 9 a.m. to 10 o'clock at night, but that's what comes with having a business. You need to do the orders. You don't just get money for doing nothing. Welcome to Keeping Up with the Modi/Angwin. My name is MIRA Modi, and I love password making, as you know. One big happy family. I make passwords that are very secure, and I have a website where I sell them for $2 each, and I send them by postal mail. I roll dice to make strings of numbers, use the string of numbers to get corresponding words in the DICEWARE dictionary. I roll dice 5 times for each word, but you do that 6 times for one password. So I roll dice 30 times, and it produces random words that have a lot of entropy, which means it's not easy for the computer to hack. Kind of just like turned into a thing I would do, like if my mom's friends would like come over and be like, hey, can you make me a couple passwords? And I'd do it. And then I was like, oh, let's make it into a website. And here I am, and the website is kicking off, and I'm really excited about that. Some people like say being popular in school is like the best thing ever. I think like this is so much better. People actually like learn from this, and that's good.
Any shoe you need, I probably have. If I don't have it, I can get it for you in 24 hours. If you're a rapper, you have a video shoot, and you need the shoes coming out in 2 weeks, I just have to make a call and I'll get it for you.
Every day, millions of people tune into DJ Khaled's Snapchat.
The key to more success is to have a lot of pillows.
One of my favorite DJ Khaled appearances is this kid.
Ben, how's business in the new year? Booming. I see you.
He's 16 years old, and he's at the helm of a burgeoning sneaker empire. One that he says has done nearly $1 million in business, and boasts clients like DJ Khaled and Chris Brown.
Are you at the studio?
Meet the Sneaker Don.
So my name is Benjamin Kapelishnik. People call me Benjamin Cakes, but most of you guys know me as a Sneaker Don. School ends at 3 o'clock. I get home at like 4, eat dinner, do some homework, then go straight to the office space.
And like any good Don, family's important.
I'm Ben's littlest brother. I'm his manager, so if you need anything, call me.
Okay, not that family.
I'm the mother of the Sneaker Don. To me, he's my little boy, but I also see a businessman. He had a goal, he's self-driven, he's motivated, he's a hard worker.
The great Dons, they say, come from humble beginnings.
The first pair of sneakers that actually got me into the sneaker game, I was in 5th grade. The Galaxy pack came out, and I got the LeBrons. I love sneakers after that. Probably around 6th grade, when my parents didn't want to fund my sneaker hobby anymore, I had to figure out a way how to get the money for it. And then I realized if I buy 5 or 10 pairs by paying people to stand in line for me, I could sell it to a larger clientele and make more money plus get my shoe for free. And then it just finally broke through and the money just started coming in. At first it amazed me how sneakers can go for like so much money. For like one shoe, people were charging $1,000. I thought it was like a joke or something.
$1,000? But hey, that's why he's the Sneaker Don. So, what comes next?
Really excited to open up a physical store. The first location is gonna be Miami, and then I'm trying to do LA, New York, and Chicago. All my friends, when they dropped out of the sneaker game, they're like, it's dead, it's over. There's no more, like, you're not doing anything, you're wasting your time, you're gonna lose money. None of the above was true. Played themselves.
Indeed they did, Sneaker Don. Indeed they did.
People ask me that question all the time, what it feels like to get hit. It's like a little explosion in your body if they hit you at the right spot. But I'm not really trying to hurt them. Actually, except when I'm hitting the body. I really like hearing people like grunt. There are very few female boxers that are still in the game that have the longevity in the sport that I've had. In 20 years of boxing, I've never been knocked out, much less knocked down. And I think the reason for that is not just because I'm strong, it's because I don't take punches. I'm never there to get punched. It's weird, it's very hard for me to associate being world champion with my name. I mean, I have an office that has my belt and all these photos of all the different titles that I've won, but I just don't feel like it applies to me. I was a dancer, so only when I was injured and knew that I couldn't dance anymore that I took up something else just for exercise. So went into kickboxing and eventually into boxing. Because I started out as a dancer, one of the biggest elements that I bring into my boxing is movement. When I first came into boxing, there are very few women, and the mentality of the guys that were here were that you shouldn't box, you're too pretty to box, you know, go back to dance or something else. This is a sport, like any other sport. I can do it, any female can do it. The best recognition I had was when someone said she fights like Pernell Whitaker or Muhammad Ali. They didn't say I fought like a female. I'm 48, and for my next fights, I'm gonna try to be the oldest female title holder, and that would be in the Guinness World Record. So there's different things that I need to win, there's different things that I need to do, and world champion is just one of it.